Picture this. You're locked inside a tiny submersible, 500 meters below the surface, in complete darkness. Suddenly, out of the black water, something enormous glides toward you. Bigger than your own vessel. Its eye glows an eerie, almost human green. This isn't a horror movie. This actually happened. And the footage that captured it has now been watched over 25 million times. Today, we're diving into Ocean X's legendary deep-sea shark encounter, the moment scientists came face to face with a blunt-nosed, six-gill shark. A predator so old, it was already swimming the oceans before dinosaurs existed. In July 2019, a team from Ocean X partnered with Florida State University's Marine Lab, the Cape Eleuthera Institute, the Moore Charitable Foundation, and Bloomberg Philanthropies' Vibrant Oceans Initiative. They took a research vessel to the Bahamas with one goal: descend in a 3-person submersible loaded with roughly 100 pounds of bait, sink to around 500 meters, and wait in total darkness for a giant deep-sea shark to appear. Their target was the blunt-nosed six-gill shark, a species Ocean X itself describes as predating most dinosaurs and standing as a dominant predator of the deep-sea ecosystem. The team was led by Dr. Dean Grubbs of Florida State University, and their objective wasn't just to film the shark. Before this mission, scientists could only tag six-gill sharks by hauling them up to the surface, a process that stresses the animal and can skew the data researchers collect afterward. This time, the goal was to attach a satellite tag while the shark stayed exactly where it belonged, on the ocean floor, undisturbed. Getting the shot wasn't easy. On the first night, six gills were everywhere, but the tag missed its mark and bounced harmlessly off a shark's skin. The second night brought no sharks at all. On the third night, the sharks returned. But instead of a six-gill, a large grouper accidentally swam into the tagging line and got tagged itself. It wasn't until the fourth night that the team finally succeeded in tagging a large male shark. The viral footage itself, however, comes from a separate, unforgettable moment. An encounter with a massive female six-gill that circled the submersible, stirring up silt from the seafloor as she investigated the vessel with her nose. As she came closer, one researcher can be heard exclaiming in disbelief about her sheer size.
This is a monster. She is huge.
And the crew estimated she was even bigger than the sub itself. What makes the moment so unsettling and so captivating is the shark's eye. At one point, she opens it and looks directly at the camera, and viewers online have repeatedly described it as strangely human-looking. Part of what makes this shark so fascinating is biology. While most modern sharks have 5 gill slits, the six-gill has 6, a primitive trait inherited from ancestors that first appeared during the early Jurassic period. These sharks can reach up to 26 feet in length, with wide bodies and luminous green eyes, and they typically live in the darker mid and deep ocean zones, only rising towards shallower water at night to feed. In other words, almost nothing about this animal has changed in millions of years. It didn't need to. This wasn't only a jaw-dropping video. It was a genuine scientific breakthrough. Successfully tagging a six-gill shark on the ocean floor without dragging it to the surface opened the door to studying deep-sea giants in a way that had never been possible before. This method could now be used to unlock insights into other elusive, deep-dwelling species around the world. And yet, for most people watching, the science takes a backseat to something more primal. The sheer awe and unease of realizing there are creatures this size, this old, and this alien-looking, living just a few hundred meters beneath ships and swimmers every single day. So here's what I keep coming back to. If a submersible loaded with bait can summon a 20-foot predator out of total darkness in under an hour, what else is still out there, waiting in the deep, that we simply haven't gone looking for yet?